Welcome to this video course, Realistic AI Images with Stable Diffusion and Focus, Become a Professional AI Image Creator. Hi, my name is Dominic, I will be your tutor in that video course, and before we dive deep into the world of AI images, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart that you bought the video course. This means the world to me, and I'm absolutely stoked to give you the opportunity to learn a new fantastic skill that has the potential to massively improve your business or even transform your entire life. AI image creation gave myself the opportunity to skyrocket my creativity, to start a new business, and now to work completely remotely from wherever I want as a freelancer. And I hope to achieve exactly the same for you with that video course. Since I started working as an AI image creator, I created thousands of AI images and step by step improved my skills and methods. And in that video course, I bring everything together so you can take the fast lane to learn all that as fast as possible for yourself. In this video course, you will learn how to create any AI image you can think of, how you can customize and adjust the AI tool Fooocus to your personal needs, how you can change, edit, and improve existing images, how you can create digital models wearing real fashion or presenting real products, how you can create any AI influencer you can think of, how you can turn your new skills into a business, and so much more you need to know to become a real and successful AI image creator. With that being said, let's have a look onto the agenda to see what exactly you're about to learn in this video course. So once again, welcome to the video course and let's have a look onto the agenda. As you can see, there are a lot of topics and sections we will cover in that course, and I tried to structure it in a useful and, in my opinion, efficient way. So let's have a look. In the first section, it's all about introducing you to AI image creation in general. You will learn how it works in general, but no worries, we won't dive into the algorithms and the software and everything, but you will understand the basic concept of AI image creation. And after that, I will show you some nice examples of what you can actually achieve with the skills you learn in that video course. So this is a very interesting lecture. After that, we will do an introduction to the AI tool Fooocus, which is the main tool we will use in this video course, and also to Google Colab. And Google Colab is basically a cloud service of Google that gives us the access to massive computing power, and that for free or almost nothing. And this is a great opportunity because you don't need a powerful computer to participate in this video course and to do exactly all that on your own computer. Because I also don't own a powerful computer, just a standard laptop, and with the methods you learn in that video course, you can do this totally on your own, whatever hardware you own. After that, we will dive into the main functions of the AI tool Fooocus. So you will really learn what the tool can do and how you operate it. And some of the main functions are the text prompt, the image prompt, what you need for face swaps, the seed number, upscale and variation, in painting and out painting. And we will go through all these functions in a detailed and easy to understand way so you know exactly what to do. And for example, here you see how a face swap would work. We could basically take the face of this girl and put it on top of that body or the other way around. So there are a lot of opportunities, but more on that later. Good. After that, we talk about LORAs. And LORAs are a very efficient and fast way to achieve very specific results in stable diffusion. For example, here on the right, you see examples for LORAs. For example, this little sheep or this animal made out of a pumpkin, or this comic style down here. And if you install a LORA, what you will also learn in this video course, you can easily copy these styles of images without doing a special prompting technique. So this is very useful. After the LORAs, we will talk about expert knowledge. So in this lecture, we will go even deeper regarding AI image creation and stable diffusion, and you will learn more advanced techniques. For example, how you write perfect prompts to achieve results like that, like very photorealistic images, and how you use context to even more specify your prompts. You will also learn how to use different styles in LORAs, for example, an anime style or a photorealistic style and so on, and how you can super easily adjust that in Fooocus. After that, you will also learn how to use SD 1.5 models in Fooocus for what we need a little trick, but it's super easy and you will do this super easy on your own. After that, we learn how to fix images, especially hands and faces. This is very, very important and useful. It can be annoying, but you have to know how to do it. And this is what we cover also in this lecture. Afterwards, we will combine ChatGPT with AI image creation. So ChatGPT will basically write perfect prompts for us. This is very useful and also very efficient. After that, we talk about the parameter in painting denoising strengths, which is also an advanced parameter, but very, very important to know about. And after that, we will combine image prompts and in painting to change the clothing, for example, of an AI influencer or a real fashion model. And at the end of the lecture, we will learn how to combine image prompting and in painting to do a proper face swap. That means we can basically take any face and put it on top of any body. After that, we talk about product placement, and this is also very, very useful because I can tell you as a freelancer, I get contacted almost every day by real companies, especially out of the fashion industry, that want digital models to represent their fashion. And if you know how to do that, you can make a lot of money, and you will learn how to do this in this lecture. And here you see an example. So basically people are providing clothing or images of their clothing either this way or here on a mannequin, and our job as an AI creator is it to make a real model out of that, and how you do that is subject of that lecture. After that, it's about creating a constant character, a so-called AI influencer, and this is a huge lecture in this video course because it's also a huge demand right now in the industry, and so many people want to start their own AI influencer. And if you know how to do that, you can use that for yourself or you can make it for other people. After that, we do a little troubleshooting regarding Fooocus, the tool we use the most, because yes, sometimes things go wrong and you just need to know what to do in that case. And this is subject of that lecture. Afterwards, we will talk about composition, aesthetics, and proportions in images. This has nothing to do, especially with AI images, but with images in general. But it's very, very useful to know at least a little bit about these important aspects, because this will set your images apart from the big competition out there. In the next lecture, we will talk about becoming a freelancer on a platform like Fiverr, and I will introduce you to the platform and I will show you how I do it, how I earn money on these platforms, and you will also learn how you can offer your own services, for example, the ones you learn in this video course, on a platform like Fiverr or Upwork. After that, I will show you some tips for an efficient and clean working process. This is also very, very important because at the end of the day, it's all about speed, efficiency, and how much we get done in one day. And in this lecture, I want to give you my personal experiences and tips how you can speed up your whole work process. And at the end of the course, we will talk about legal and also ethical and moral aspects of AI image creation, because this is a new technology, and with new technology, especially with powerful technology, comes also responsibility. And in my opinion, this is important, so I also wanted to include that in this video course. Good, with that being said, let's jump right into the first chapter of this video course. Have fun and enjoy the course. As I already mentioned, in this lecture we are going to talk about LORAs, and before we will have a look how to install them, how to get them, and how to use them, I just want to explain a little bit what exactly is a LORA and how does it work. In general, in AI image generation, we always have our base model, and the base model defines more or less the general style of the image. And the LORA is like a refinement of exactly that base model. So it's a further refinement how the output, the image will look like. And there are also LORAs that are specialized in certain body parts or certain looks, colors, styles, clothing, and so on. And exactly for that reason, we need to know how to install LORAs in Fooocus, how to get them and how to use them. And this is subject of this lecture. With that being said, let's have a look into my screen. Good. As you can see, here is a lot of information and it might seem a little bit confusing, but if you pay attention, I can promise you it's super easy and you can totally do this. Here we see a LoRa, or better the information available about this LoRa on Civit AI. We will do this in a minute on the screen, so you will see exactly how it works. But if you go to civitai.com to the LoRa section, you find LoRas like this. And as you can already see, it's a LoRa about lingerie. And if we want to use exactly that LoRa, we have to get some information to install it in our Google Colab. So basically here are the lines of code and we need to get these two information, the name of the file and this specific number. And if we have these two information, we can use this LoRa in Fooocus to achieve outputs like this, like beautiful lingerie in this case. And how do we get this information? This is what I will show you now on the screen. Now I am at Civit AI, exactly at the page you just saw, and this is the LoRa I already showed you on my presentation. And if you go here to the download button and press it, the download of the model starts. But we don't actually need the file, all we need is the name of the file. I will stop the download now because I already did this earlier and I saved here the name of this LoRa. Then you go back and you press with the right mouse key on that download button and then you click here on save the address of the link. And if you do that and go back to your document program and paste that link, you get a whole link. But all you need here is that number in the middle. So we can delete this and we can delete that. And now you see we have the two pieces of information we need to install the LoRa. And how do we do that? I will show you in my Google Colab. Now we are in Google Colab. At this point you should already be familiar with that starting screen. And we have to paste our lines of code here to install the LoRa. How do we do that? Let's go. First we take this line of code, we cut it out, we paste another line of code here and another one, and then we paste our line of code here. So we moved it from up here to here. And here in the middle, we have to insert now the information you saw earlier in the presentation. So I go back to my presentation and I just copy the link down here. Then I go back to Google Colab, I click on that extra line I just inserted, and then I paste my link here. And as you can see, now we have all the information here in this line of code, and now we have everything to apply exactly that LoRa. After that, we just have to connect our Google Colab and we have to run all these lines of code. After that, we are in the starting screen of Fooocus and we can use and select our LoRa. How we do that and how we select the settings, I will show you later. Now you learned how to download and install LoRas in Fooocus, but now it gets a little bit more confusing. But I hope to get it clear by using my presentation, and if you pay attention, you can totally do this and follow also this process. So attention, let's keep going. The process I just showed you how to install LoRas in general, because some LoRas of Civit AI don't need a membership and you can just do this by downloading the information, inserting it into your Google Colab and use it. But there are some specific LoRas that need a membership at Civit AI. And you need that membership to be able to create an API token. And this API token is basically a little bit of code, and you need that code to be able to identify yourself that you have the right to use that particular LoRa. Okay, and how do you find out if you need a membership for using a LoRa or not? Super easy. Whenever you click play here in your Google Colab and you get something like this, username, password, authentication failed, then you know you need a membership at Civet AI to be able to use the LoRa. Because otherwise you don't have an API token and you can't use it. And on the next slide, I will show you how to do that, how to get your API token, and then how you are still able to use the LoRa. So if you go to Civet AI, you have the opportunity to do a membership. If you just sign up for free, you don't have the rights to create an API token. But if you take, for example, the cheapest one for $10 per month, you have the right to create an API token, and this is totally sufficient to use all these LoRa's. You don't need the higher memberships. And if you have this membership and you click on that link, civetai.com/user/accounts, what you also will find in the download section, you come exactly to that page. And if you scroll down, you will find exactly that button, Add API Key. And if you click on it, you will get a huge number like that. This is just an example, but you will get a similar number. And you can just give a name, for example, your name or API key, whatever. Doesn't matter how you call it. The most important is that you save this number and that you don't show it to anybody, because it's basically your personal identification number to use these LoRa's. Good. You take this number, you copy it, you save it. And afterwards, you take this line of code down here. I will also provide this in the download section. And you paste your API token exactly at that point, without any space, without any points, nothing. Exactly how the number looks, you take it and you paste it at that point. And then you save exactly all that construct down here and you paste it in your Google Colab. And now you see the difference between installing LoRa's in general and installing LoRa's that demand an API key. Because normally for LoRa's that don't need an API key, you have here the name of the file and this specific number. And for a LoRa that needs an API key, you have here your API key in the end, and you have the specific number here. But you don't need the file name anymore. So all you need is the specific number of the LoRa and your API key. Super easy. And this is the document I will provide in the download section as well. So here you find a link to Civet AI where you can do the membership and where you can find all the LoRa's. Then you have the lines of code which you can use and change to use normal LoRa's that don't need an API key. And when you install that and then you click on play and there's this message telling you that you need an authentication, then you need to follow this process down here. And down here you find the line of code which you can use to install exactly that kind of LoRa's. Of course, you have to change this number here regarding the LoRa you want to use. And of course, you have to change the API token and change it with your own API token. But afterwards, you can also just take this line of code, go to Google Colab, paste it, and afterwards you can use that LoRa. Good. I hope it was not too confusing. If you still have questions after these lections, please let me know and tell me your questions, and I'm more than happy to help you. In the next lecture, I will show you how to run these LoRa's in Fooocus, how you apply them, and how it all works to get very specific results. So stay tuned.